On top of the world, Lisa, absolutely amazing, which is probably not what you expected me to say, given the mountain we've just climbed, but this is going down as one of the best moments of my life.
Well, at about 2 a.m, Mike, I was watching the live feed on YouTube and it was making me feel physically ill. I think you were at about 763 jumps at that point, and I thought, wow, what is his head doing at the moment?
Yeah. Well, you tuned in at the right time, because the previous record was 765, and we had a bit of a celebration up here in the AJ Hacker bungee pod in Auckland under the Auckland Harbour Bridge, and you may have seen that. And what was my head doing? It was crying. I had water leaking out of my eyes.
Do you feel dizzy at the end of all this? What does it do to you physically?
Some people do experience dizziness, yes. Luckily, I've never been one to have that. From time to time, you get sort of like a seasickness or motion sickness feeling, but I just sort of pushed through that and got on with it. So it didn't slow us down or affect us at all.
We're looking at pictures at the moment of the very end when your wife and your daughter are there hugging you. What did it mean to you, given that you had the award, you had the record in 2017, and you lost it to a Frenchman who did his jumping in Scotland?
I know. There's a lot of wrong things about that statement. However, I've got to take my hat off to Francois and to the Highland Fling bungee crew, because they set us an absolute enormous target. But for me, the moment that I heard that our record was taken, I was devastated. And this is the birthplace of bungee jumping. It was commercialised in New Zealand. We like to own the sport, so the record should be here. This is one of the biggest records in bungee jumping, and I wanted it home, so we did it.
Mike, what do you do to prepare for an attempt like this?
Well, I'm not sure if you're aware of my last successful attempt at this record was in 2017, and we finished up with 430 jumps, and I was pretty tired at the end of that. I stopped for a few sleeps. I was drained, and I just couldn't go anymore. And this time for me, I identified it was a real mental battle. I needed to work on my mindset, my mental health, and I've spent the last few years doing that, more so in the last 15 months. And so the record was taken from us, and just goes to show that the body will do what the mind allows it. And if you really work on yourself, or work on all this mindfulness stuff some people think is malarkey, I'll tell you what, it's bloody not, because we did 500 more jumps than we did last time.
And you've been raising money doing this for the Mental Health Foundation in New Zealand, so congratulations to you on that as well. But what do you do physically? There's got to be some physical preparation, I imagine.
Yeah, that's right. We did raise money for the Mental Health Foundation for all of the reasons I talked about. But physically, I came out here with my friends at AJ Hacker Bungee, and we did a number of what I call bungee boogies, which is a couple of hours of just jumping off the bridge and working out the best way to sit in the harness, the right way to tighten the harness, to fall, to use the wind to your advantage to stop yourself spinning, and then just positioning your body in different ways to maximise, I guess, the impact that it's going to take over that 24-hour period.
And I read there was some ice baths and a bit of gym work as well.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm got 280 days of cold showers now, but today's Wednesday. It's a new day here. I've got to go home and have a cold shower because I'm going to clock up 365 days. So that's not going to be great.
What's next for you, Mike?
What's next for me? Well, I'll never say never with anything, but for me, it's time with my family. I've been a bit disconnected and trying to get my head in the game here. So it's time for me and my little girls and my beautiful wife, and just to enjoy the success that we've got, and to celebrate that and wait for the certificate to arrive in the mail.
Mike, just a couple of other quick questions. What do you eat or drink while you're bungee jumping during a record attempt like this?
I actually had a wholesome diet of chocolate, nuts, little gel packets. They're like little energy things. I drank a lot of Tongariro water, some Powerade, and I had a few bananas actually while I was bungee jumping, a piece of pizza, which didn't go down so well, so we stopped at the one piece.
And it didn't come up again?
I tried to, but I managed to suppress it.
Mike Hurd, thanks so much. Congratulations for everything. And, yeah, thanks for giving us a little bit of joy this morning.
Oh, you're so welcome, and thanks for taking the time to talk to us. If you come over, do a bungee jump. It's wicked.